Well, like this song couldn't get any more badass, right?
Who's redoing it?
AI.
Can't believe you're supporting that shit.
You do know where I work, right?
I do, but still.
That's where I make my money at now, bitches.
Worse than freaking rap, man. You know, all this sampled shit, not real music, and
Ladies and gentlemen, Dwayne the Hater's back on the show today, so want to welcome him back.
I support real musicians, man. Call me a hater if you want to. I don't know. Just because you hung your guitars up.
Yeah,
literally.
Okay, that hurt.
My volume appears to be high.
A little high?
Yeah, and it
A little hot?
never has been.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now, your volume's high or you're high? I always get these mixed up.
The volume's fine now.
Okay, all right.
Are you sure, or was it just me?
We had all raised our voices a little bit.
Everybody's the same now.
That's fine. That's fine.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I got you back just a little bit.
It was definitely high.
All right. Good. All right, man. Guys, welcome. Fridays at 5 with the goat pin, man.
Yay.
And we're not going to talk politics, but I got to talk to you about something that happened today because it blew the fuck up, man. It's all over the internet right now. So, this former Vice Admiral Robert Howard.
Howard.
Yeah, let's do that. Go with that. So he did an interview.
Well, what his neck looks like.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he does his interview on Fox. And the internet goes crazy because you can see this crease like this is somebody else, and they're wearing like a latex mask, man. I'm gonna put some clips up for you guys to see, but it's bizarre. It really is bizarre.
What did you call it, D?
I don't remember what I called
Throat mouth?
Oh, yeah. He had
throat
throat mouth. Yeah, it looked like he had a little hand puppet for a throat.
So, now, if I look that up in the AMA, is that actually going to be an official?
Hand,
Is throat mouth actually official?
mouth?
Yeah.
I mean, it can.
Oh, CC.
Yeah, that's what he's got going on down there. You could put like two little Sharpie dots and make another whole face.
What do you do when your doctor looks at you and goes, "There's nothing we can do. You have throat mouth."
You have throat mouth, sir.
You have, yeah. Oh, I could have gone someplace, but I'm not going there. But so I still think that when you look at that and you look at older pictures of him with because now that we're all getting older, but now that I'm getting older, all of these dermatology things are happening. Maybe that was just his answer to plastic surgery.
It looked.
It looked weird down
yeah,
there. If he'd have buttoned up his collar,
You would have never known.
And that's it.
Oh yeah, this be
They made it a little too
Wear
short.
a damn suit and tie. You're going on Fox News.
I mean, when did this casual
There
shit
you
start
go.
anyway?
And then you
Even the president won't wear a
around
tie.
and then
I
you look
wore,
like
what,
yeah.
You're looking at what I wore into work today. Honestly, I had to go in for a
Right.
meeting, and I wore this into work.
You bum.
But it's the
Right.
police.
It is.
I mean, this guy's on Fox News. I mean,
Yeah.
suit and tie. Go on Fox News. In
I
my
mean,
opinion.
Used to be the norm.
Yeah.
don't
Let's
know.
have some. Let's.
But I will say this: we were talking about Rick Beato earlier, in his excellent interview with Geddy Lee. But there's a really good one with not Andy Summers. Who was the drummer?
Stuart Copeland.
Stuart.
God,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes,
Have you
I did-
seen
that-
that
I've seen
one?
that one. Yes,
Oh
I have.
wow, that's a great
Yep.
because he talks so much junk about Sting, but at the same time,
They're brothers, man.
saying
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
I
he'll
like
say
that kind of
something-
relationship.
Yeah. It's so funny because he'll say something like, talk, like you said, talk serious shit. And then he's like, but I love those guys. And we had so much fun.
Right,
but
right,
I would not go back on the road. I'd probably break his neck because
Well,
he's a
there,
little,
and there is actually
he
there's
was-
actually videotape of them having a fight in the dressing room. Physical fight in the
But
dressing room.
and when they did the one that they did twice as fast and then they played it regular time, the one with all of the candles.
wrapped around your
Oh
finger.
yeah, I saw him just talking about. Yeah, I didn't get many shots. None of us got many shots because Sting went through and just knocked over all of the candles early on. And and of course, in my mind, I flashed back to him running and all the candles just flying. He said he called him a name. I forget which one it was, but it wasn't very flattering.
There were quite a few he called them.
Yeah.
Well, he's not really British. I mean, he was born in like Jamaica or something.
Yeah.
Sting and Andy Summers were definitely British. But
Wasn't he military kid, right?
military brat, I believe. Yeah.
Well, Andy had been around a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, given Les Paul.
That dude was
Was it Jeff?
his guitar playing was just on a whole nother level.
Was it Jeff Beck or Clapton that they both bought a Les Paul. It was like almost serial numbers were almost, behind
That's
each
kinda
other.
cool.
And one of them's got stolen and Andy, and I don't know if it was Beck or Clapton, but Andy gave him the twin, so to
that's
speak,
cool.
to it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, speaking of Les Pauls, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, let's don't go there. So a lot of stuff happening this week. We talked earlier. Tulsi Gabbard resigned today. Her husband was just diagnosed with a rare bone cancer. There's that. Kyle Busch, what the fuck?
I didn't find out what happened there.
That's some 41 years old, man. And now some new information's come out that apparently he was in a racing simulator and was coughing up blood.
Yeah, well, Stephen A. will say those guys aren't athletes, but
I guarantee you they are, man.
yeah, they have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an endurance test every time they do that.
Yeah.
And not that I'm a big NASCAR fan,
Right. They definitely work out. I know F1 guys work out constantly.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I mean, closest I ever got to being a NASCAR fan.
If you're going 200 miles an hour in a
I've
circle,
seen a few races. Not my preferred, but I've seen a few races.
Closest I ever got to being a NASCAR fan when I was 13, I French kissed my first cousin. I'm just saying. We still text all the time.
I don't think that qualifies. I think it's got to be your second cousin. I thought.
Well, are we supposed to count? What?
I think there's rules. Everybody French kisses. I know, but Daddy says I'm the best. Oh, damn
Which
it.
vacation was that? That was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah.
I was going to say you have to be in really good shape to be able to go around. I mean, and you do, but then you think about the guys back in the day that drink all night, drink all week. Dick Trickle smoked while driving.
Yeah.
He had a damn lighter in his dashboard so he could smoke a cigarette while he was in the middle of a race.
All right, we got to take a vote here, okay? So, coolest names in racing, man, because there are some really fucking cool names. I thought Dick Trickle is just
Not one of
How
them.
do you be that? Yeah, I don't know, man. That's more like cause and effect. It's
I think he's beloved within the community just for having that name.
just for having that name.
Yeah.
But dude, in Indy now, Stingray Rob, how fucking cool is that, man? That's fucking badass.
That's a good racing name.
Stingray?
Yeah,
It's a good racing name.
How do you get the name Stingray?
I have no idea, man, but that's his name, Stingray Rob.
He better not have named
His name is
himself
probably.
Stingray.
Yeah, I bet you he did. His name is probably
Well,
Raymond.
That's
That don't count.
no, it doesn't.
It shouldn't
It
count.
doesn't count. If he named himself, it doesn't count.
All right.
What if it's his real name?
Well, then his
What if that's on his license?
Well,
then he had his name changed.
Oh, well, I mean, if he had his name changed legally, it would be on his license. But what we're asking is, did his mom and dad, did his mama call him that?
I don't.
Did
I
his
don't
mama
know the
holler
answer.
out
I don't know the answer
for,
to that.
for supper talking
did
about
she
Stingray?
look down into the bassinet and say Stingray?
Ah,
Or look
and
at
I-
her husband and say, Robert, I want to name this boy Stingray.
you know what, though? I think that would have to be a dad thing there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
One of them wanted Sting and the other wanted Ray.
Raymond.
One of them was, and what was a Sting
Maybe they
fan.
were a big fan of the Police and Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or the car.
And they came
I
up
don't
with
know.
Stingray.
The car. That would be more my guess.
Yeah.
Man, I always wanted a Stingray.
They're
When I
badass.
was a kid, man, and they were $8,000, and
Yeah.
that was like the most money in the world.
I know.
My aunt had one. And I remember when I'd go stay with my cousin, I just wanted to go ride in the car.
Or just go sit in it.
Yeah.
Play like it was. Yeah, you could almost go
T-tops.
play with them like it was a space shuttle or some shit.
Yeah,
When you were a kid,
Hell yeah.
That beats
See, one of my dream cars was an '82, the '82 collector's Corvette, that champagne silver that faded to the dark
Nah.
with the hurricane wheels and. But I've also watched enough Top Gear to know you listen to what these guys are telling you, and James May is like never ever drive your dream car, never.
Yeah. It's like having a threesome. It's never what you think.
It's just not going to turn out the way. Wait a minute, what?
Did I?
Yeah.
I did.
You're gonna find out all the shit you don't like about it.
Well, his dream car was always a Lamborghini Countach, right? So he finally got a chance to drive one. And he figured out really quick that you can't see out the back of the fucking car because the window's only like this big.
Yeah.
And that you had to lift the door and hold your head out just to back the damn car up,
Yeah,
and
that's
he
what
said,
I'm saying.
And he said it was very rough riding and it didn't handle very well.
And that's the thing I've always heard about the vets, that people go like, man, I always wanted one until I drove one. And handling it and everything. It's like,
Remember.
But the 70s with the gills, up front, those
The
were
baddest ass vet ever was Corvette Summer. Remember that movie?
No, I didn't see that one.
By baddest ass, do you mean the
Mark Hamill's first movie. wasn't it?
gaudiest, tackiest
don't
Corvette
know.
ever made?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, no, I'm not familiar with
Really?
Corvette Summer.
You don't remember this? He made it. It was in between Star Wars and Empire.
Corvette Summer car.
So, no, I never saw that. What year was that then? 78?
Probably 78, 79. Yeah.
I was too busy having Corvette Summers.
This
back
thing
then.
was tacky as fuck.
Well, maybe that's why I didn't see it.
The year or
The car they made for the movie.
Oh,
Jesus, that's a cross between a Trans Am and a Corvette.
Yeah, it's like Russell said, it's tacky as
It's
fuck, but
gaudy.
it's badass.
let me see that.
You see my Trans Am reference?
What?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, man, Trans Am's, you can't touch a classic Trans Am for under $50,000, man. You can't.
I try to get you a daggone 74 Ford Bronco.
If it didn't have that ugly ass nose and that shit on the hood, it would be kind of
And the color and
bulky
the
looking
side
bad
pipes. And,
motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, the more you look, the more shit you see.
Yeah.
That Bronco would probably cost as much, if not maybe more, than your Suburban, I would
Yeah,
think.
well, it would be.
believe it.
A one that's been redone, and see now when they're redoing them, they're putting good suspensions on them. I had a 74. I had a 74 that I had jacked up. It had 6-inch lift. It had headers. I was working on a pipeline, 1980. I was making $1,000 a week, and I put it all in that thing, and then I totaled it in Iowa on my way to Oregon. Me and my buddy Harvey Bean. Yeah, and that's a story. That's a story.
Dwayne, I will say Dwayne had one of the coolest fucking cars I can remember.
The VW.
Yeah, God, man, that thing was fucking
Type 3 was paneled in. Do you remember
big
that?
square back, man. Slammed to the ground, fucking chrome moon hubcaps.
All the back windows were paneled in.
Yeah.
Really?
It was solid white.
Yeah.
It was badass.
It was pretty
remember
cool.
that.
They had taken it and had wide tires on the back and real thin ones on the front. The wide ones on the back had to have a shorter bug axle instead of the regular Type 3 axle. And then the front was the little narrow tires. I bought it from a guy named Mark Maddox.
I know Mark, man.
Good. Yeah.
How's he doing?
Mark's doing well. Last time I talked to him,
Up
he's
Colorado,
out in
isn't he?
West. No. He's the western part of the state. Now he had been in Colorado, and that's where he met Diana at. But he's from Wilmington. His daddy was a doctor here, Joe Maddox. But he had gone out there to Colorado and met her, and then they came back. But he's never left the state again. But he's out near Welcome, out near Winston-Salem, out that way.
All right.
Still cutting hair. Yeah.
Good dude, man. Good dude.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it
that's
was like
where Kyle Busch was from.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Maybe I need to call Mark up and see if he's feeling all right. 'Cause
Dun, dun.
I saw a picture from one of my friends on Facebook today talking about 3 nights in a row. There's been some weird lights over near Masonboro. Have y'all heard anything about that?
I've seen
I have not.
pictures.
I have
It
not.
doesn't. It just looks like fucking lights. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
doesn't-
exactly what she was saying.
It doesn't look like
Like weird lights. It just looks like lights.
just like lights.
Okay.
Okay.
What is
Maybe they're in a weird place. What are they out over
what
the
is
I
like
don't
what
know.
does like lights mean? I mean, lights like an
Well, they're-
airplane, like a
they're
helicopter.
Lights,
I
they're
mean,
lights in the sky. I mean,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Lights.
Lights in the Sky? Another good song name.
lights in the sky.
that's not normal lights.
Shit.
Why has he always got to do that? Too?
No, that's not like.
But she said it's been several nights in a
Show-
row.
show
All
this
right.
to them.
I've
That's-
already seen it.
Yeah, that's not normal lights, dude.
Looks like lights.
What do you think, Fig?
Looks like lights.
They do look like lights, but they don't look
All
like
right.
normal fucking
It's in
lights.
an abnormal position and abnormal.
Let me see.
But
Color-
other than that, it's normal lights.
Color and output. I mean,
Yeah.
What do you think these lights are, Russell? What would you say?
Abby somebody.
I'm gonna go with the UFO, man, because
Abby.
that's an all-encompassing,
Norm.
unidentified
Abby,
flying
yeah.
object, man. I mean, it is what it says, you know.
Great movie. Great reference. I was watching that clip probably about a month ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love. That's my
And
favorite.
it's a great movie.
I don't
and
know. Abby somebody.
Abby.
normal.
And this week also the ending, the series ending of The Boys. I'm not going to give any spoilers away to everybody out there, but you know, to all the haters out there who criticize it, I fucking could care less. I liked it. I liked the way it went out, and I thought it went out with a bang. So,
You know, I just haven't. I got to finish watching it.
Yeah.
I just turned it on, and there were a bunch of dicks, and I was like, "All right, I'm not interested in this."
you know, it's dude.
And
They,
the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why when I first started, I think that's why I got away from it.
you kind of got to get past that shock. I mean, they're just after some of the shock value, you know.
Yeah.
But you get past that. I mean, it's and there were moments that made me want to go. You know what? Why am I even watching this shit?
Yeah, somebody did, and this is very good thinking. Somebody did comment on Patty's post here that maybe they're filming a movie out there.
Could be.
Because
could be.
Because I do
Drones.
know that they're doing the summer I turned pretty. They're doing down in Southport.
Okay.
What's the?
They're doing a movie. You know, it's a series, but they're doing a movie of it.
Well,
JT
there's a show, RJ or something. What is it? Scott Speedman in it. It just got renewed for second season. Anywho, they're filming a TV show here.
Okay.
It might be that. I don't know. you know.
did y'all watch the runarounds?
Did not.
No.
Man, you need to check it out. Do you know what it's about?
I have no idea.
Well,
never heard of
I'll
it.
tell you how it came about. You know the Outer Banks that they did here. Did you ever see any of that where the
I
map
actually
is,
I watched the first series.
the map is completely different than what North Carolina actually is. They got Chapel Hill being almost at the Outer Banks, but anyway,
It's filmed down in Charleston or something. Isn't it?
yeah, well, some of it there and some of it here. But he did a call for musicians. He wanted to have a band there, and so many people came together. He took 5 of them and put a band together with the brothers that do those shows,
Right.
and they got together and they started writing songs. And they're pretty damn good. When I started watching the series, I was like, "Wait a second, they're actually playing that." You could tell they were playing. They did several scenes down here at Flounders, which is something different now.
Okay.
But I recognize it because of course, we played in that dive a couple of times. But it's actually very good. And the drummer for Mother's Finest.
At a loss.
Why am I drawing a blank? Yeah, Dion. Anyway, his son is a drummer in this, but these guys are out touring. I mean, they have a following. If you get a chance, you should watch it. It's
Called the Runarounds.
The Runarounds. You should check it out. It's
All right.
actually
You
pretty.
guys tell us, look them up. I'll try to leave a link in the description, and tell me what you think. Yeah. Interesting. So I did hear. So Rock One. I think we talked about this previously. Rock 105 is back on the air.
I can't pick it up.
And really,
Yeah, not on the Nissan radio. It's like, no.
Lift with your knees, man.
Yeah.
so I heard a brand new. Well, I say to me it was brand new song by Shinedown called "Safe and Sound." Dude, fucking badass, man. Matter of fact, I'm not the only one that thinks so. It's the #1 rock track in America this week.
Okay.
We'll have to hear that when we're done here.
Yeah, it's a
Pull it up
great
and
tune,
listen to
man.
it.
Great tune. But it's got this really. Have you heard it, Dwayne?
No.
It's got this. I was like, what is that tuning? It's like, it's not. That's not drop D. There's something weird going on there. It's a drop C.
Oh wow.
So they got this drop C on their E string, man. It's
Going
yeah, it
going
was cool.
Motley on us, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Zenda Murdoch.
Deicide.
So it is Dion Murdoch's
they're going Deicide and Carcass
Okay.
and more,
son.
but those kind of bands too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, I heard a new Mother's Finest, and went and looked them up. They have a new album out as well.
So does Dion.
Who was
his
it?
own
They got
band.
Brother Kane, brand new album, came out about 3 months ago.
Bands that should have been huge that aren't.
And then of course the number one travesty for all bands that should have made it big and didn't is,
Cry of Love.
well, yeah, but not the one I'm thinking of.
Which one were you thinking of?
King's X.
Well, King's X. But
Yeah.
but did they really not make it big?
Not
I mean-
what they should have. No,
No, I agree with you, but I can tell you that they're a lot better. They're a lot better known than the other ones we just named, I believe.
Amongst our crowd, yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're a musicians band for sure.
You know,
not
that's the
not
big
that we're
thing.
musicians. I know enough to know how much I don't know, but
Well, Cry of Love, they got pretty big when men.
they did when
They did. Yeah.
When,
Peace Pipe was number one on
Yeah.
AOR for a while. But,
yeah,
yeah.
and
But
they
you're
had the
right.
videos. They had like 2 or 3 videos.
But I have been venturing back and listening to a lot of King's X lately because I got Spotify. Did I tell you I got Spotify last
did,
time we
you
talked?
So check
still
out
don't.
if you go on YouTube, look up a band called Sundog. I forget the guitar player's name, but it's Kelly singing. It was after he left Cry of Love, and some good material.
Oh
man.
yeah, I've
Good
heard
material.
it. Yes,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard it.
Good stuff on
It
there.
is
Good
really
stuff.
good.
So yeah, rest in
think I might
peace,
have
rest in
shared
peace,
it.
Kelly.
I think I might have shared something from that one time.
You might have, yeah.
Because I mean, everybody's heard. I wish I could share the point stuff because I love.
And
you know,
again, you're supposed to bring that CD over so I can make a copy. I can't find mine, and I can't get in touch with Mitch to get me another one. So
I keep on forgetting.
I know. Just like Michael McDonald, man.
So, yeah, that's the thing, man. I know y'all two are big point guys, and I was when Audley was with them at first, but
Nah,
but
this was
then
after.
but then I kind of yeah, I know y'all's was after because he was there with them at doing their very first inception, but I don't know. I think there was a combination of two things. One, Matrix, even though we were working guys that were playing in a band and not, fully committed band, it was kind of a thing there that I didn't, I was like, why aren't we, as popular as they are? And then there was was it Kelly? Oh, no, not Kelly, Mitch.
Yep.
Every damn woman in Wilmington, every conversation that they would have would always end up talking about Mitch,
He's a good-looking dude.
He
man.
was a
You know?
good-looking dude, man.
Yeah.
He's pretty out there on the left here lately with his posts, but we're not going to talk about that. But
He definitely had the hair metal look
oh,
down.
he had
and
that shit together.
Yes.
he did, and it was a great band. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
they were a great
the
band.
dude was
I was
like
just think I was jealous.
6'4", had just long black straight hair,
Yeah.
man. He always went on stage
Hair.
with just suspenders and a pair of leather pants. and
Okay.
Or-
Yeah.
women just were like, ooh.
Yeah, they loved him, and hair almost as pretty as
There you go.
I have two people right now that I'm in love with, and one of them would be Miss Sophie Cunningham. I don't know if we talked about that. I don't know
Don't
if
know
y'all
who
know
that
who
is.
she is. She is a basketball player with the
Oh,
Indiana. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Indiana.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, she's
crazy
a
about
pretty
her.
girl.
Oh,
Yeah, she's a
and
real-
she's a badass.
Yeah.
That thing that
look that
got
one
me
up.
was there was
Isn't
you know who
she the-
Caitlin Clark is?
She's Caitlin's defender.
He's
Yeah, she's
exactly.
She's the black belt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. She's Taiwan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Thai something.
Yeah.
But 20th degree or 100th degree or something. But the thing that put her on my map was that game where the girl just blindsided Caitlin when the play was stopped and knocked her down.
Yeah.
And at the end of the game, when they were 1-on-1 going down there, she just took her down.
Yeah.
And the girl popped up at her. She grabbed her by the back of the throat. By the back of the hair and went right to her and said, "Do something about it. Do something." Well, from that moment on,
Yeah.
and then the second one would be
That made her hot.
The second one would be Ella Langley.
Again, dude, you're
Uh,
speaking Greek. to
Ella
me, man.
Langley. Well, make sure that you go look. I understand she's country. I do understand that, but the reason why I thought about this was because Mitch's hair was so perfect. That Ella Langley's hair is so perfect.
The same way.
That's the way my mind works.
Dude, I completely understand, man. Me, I ever since I worked in China, I've had yellow fever. Love you, Jew. I love you, honey. Mine would be, I'd say, probably Ming Na Wen. I think she is just.
Who the fuck is that?
She has been in more things than you can shake a stick at, man. She's been on The Mandalorian. She was in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was on 2.5 Men. She was the Asian judge, if you remember, Charlie dated.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. She's hot. Yeah.
What are we looking at here? Holy mother of who? That's not bad for a white girl.
I tell you what.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say,
too.
Russell, come on now.
The girl can sing for a white. The
Yeah,
girl
I
can
like-
sing too. So
I like that you put in there for a white
yeah,
girl.
because
This conversation just came up at work this week. War comes up to me and he's like, dude, did you check out what Gina Carano looked like, all the weight she lost and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, and he shows me a picture. I was like, that's not bad for a white girl,
Yeah, she was looking good. She
you just got this podcast shut down and canceled.
How so?
Because
edit it out.
I'm not editing shit out, dude. We didn't say anything offensive.
well, you don't have to, haven't you noticed?
Yeah.
If you're offended by this,
Yeah,
too fucking bad.
Russell doesn't like white women. It's fine.
It's not that I don't like white
I
women,
mean,
man.
you don't
I'm
want
just,
to be with one.
it's my whole outlook on women changed when I went overseas.
Yeah.
It just did.
And I know
Found another group of women.
I know two guys personally that's been really good friends. Russell and another fellow named Mark, and that I work with at GE. And both of them went with work to China for an extended period of time, and both of them is the same story, the exact same story. They're now both married to Asian women.
So interesting.
You would, and what's weird for me, I never had any kind of predetermined, that I was really, I had a fetish about Asian women.
Okay.
I never thought twice about them. It never even dawned on me. But when I started working in China and then going to Vietnam and going to Thailand, and I'm like, man, this is wow. The discipline, the loyalty, the family values. There's just it's a different way of thinking, man. It's a different way of thinking, and the fact that they're incredibly hot.
I'm not going to tell you where my mind is going.
Go ahead.
I think one of the first things I was
The discipline?
fucking with Russell when he originally, I was like, is it true what they say?
It's Korean, right?
What do they say?
What's that?
What do they say?
I can't wait for this. It's true. It's true.
I'm not. We'll just edit that out because.
Oh,
You know what? I'm
right.
not going to edit this out. And I'll tell you why. Because Jew watches the podcast, and you'll get to deal with her when she comes home.
I didn't say anything.
No, he said it. Yeah. You tried not to say it.
You coaxed into it, man.
yeah.
Find my person to say it.
This has got to be our.
And I didn't know where you were headed, but as soon as he said it, all that came back.
You got it because he saw me
Jesus.
laughing. I believe
I
you
thought,
finally.
that was
Crunch mouth.
I'm back in junior high school again with that one.
Yeah.
So we're into our probably most controversial episode since the Finnish rabbits. But that's a story for another day.
Robot Finnish rabbit.
Robot Finnish rabbits. Yeah.
Made in Japan. So with
You like that sliding board thing, don't you?
that's funny, but he said hoo-ha, and that's what Allison always says.
That's what. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go like 20
Wow, that
minutes
just
over
made me
just
laugh.
to edit this 20 minutes out.
Nah, don't edit anything. Fuck it.
No, let it run, man. I'm fine with it. I see other podcasts up there and the shit they get away with. I'm like, we're fine.
Yeah.
Trust me, we're fine.
I'm Bobby Mutta.
Hey,
If you guys don't watch Bad Friends, what is it? Andrew Santino, what's his name, and Bobby Lee. That is some of the funniest shit out there on the internet, man. I mean, it is horrible how bad these guys are to each other, but it is the funniest shit on the fucking net, man.
Don't talk about my mother.
Don't talk about my mother. Talk about your cross-eyed mother. I'm Bobby Mom. I'm Bobby Mother.
And they two are you.
Oh, that is some fun.
If you use an Asian accent again, you heard it here first.
Man,
That shit is so
I'm never
funny.
going to be invited to this house.
Oh, fuck me. I'm almost empty, man. We're going to take a break here.
I'll tell you what, pretty
like-
daggone good, man. I
Told
mean, just straight up. Yeah, with some ice. but-
Okay.
I have tried a lot of different vodkas, brother. And I'm going to tell you,
Broken
Adam
Shed?
Mikavich out of Poland, which we can't get here, unfortunately, and Broken Shed, my two top favorites.
That is when
there
you
we
can't
go.
get here?
The Broken Shed, definitely. Adam Mikavich, you cannot get here. I have a bottle of it unopened that was a gift from some of my friends.
Maybe
in
you
Poland.
could try for the Broken Shed sponsorship for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, if
Hey,
anybody
Broken
out there
Shed.
from
I'ma tell
Broken
you what.
Shed
Hey.
is watching,
Yeah, if you're watching it, just
Damn
put
good
some ice
vodka.
in it, and it's
This
nice.
guy's
It's
not.
smooth.
He drinks your vodka every day.
And I don't drink that much.
And that's a good endorsement if you can just drink it with just ice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's a damn good endorsement.
Must be good.
it's got a little bit of a what do you call it, like a smoky taste to it.
Tastes like Irish potatoes to me. I don't-
Okay. Well, there's a.
But it's not. It doesn't have that harshness.
No,
it's
it
Very
doesn't.
smooth,
It is
very
extremely.
smooth.
It's extremely smooth, or as we used to call them when I was a kid, Irish taters.
Irish taters.
Irish taters. That'd be those Irish taters.
Guys, we're gonna take
Irish
a
tater rolls.
we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back after a pause from our commercial sponsor, which tonight is Broken Shed. Thank
Damn
you.
alcoholics got to get some
Broken
drink.
Shed.
Yeah. Be right back.
Are you listening? My favorite. Are you recording?
We are.
Well, then I can't say what I was going to say.
We are live.
We're live.
So,
And then,
hopefully, I can remember to say that. Tell y'all.
So we
a congressperson I really like. My favorite.
well, finish with deep. So I started raising him from a pup, and then his friend Fig. And for some reason, Fig just always thought I didn't like him, which was not the case. I like Fig just fine, but it was the other dude, the guitar player. His daddy was a doctor out at GE.
Carl.
Yeah, that was just something about that dude, man.
He was an asshole, man.
I didn't care for that son of a bitch from the day one.
I mean, I admired him, but yeah, he was. He always had that better than now, you know, kind of.
So the last time I talked to him was probably, it's been 20 years. He all of a sudden, out of the blue, called me at like, I don't know, 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning on a work night.
Oh, okay.
Carl did?
and, yeah.
Felt like
Really?
it was okay. Huh?
Yeah, and
That's
wanted to
that
just
dude, yeah.
wanted to just chat. And I was like, dude,
Dude, are you doing cocaine? What's up?
you know what time it is? And he's
about-
like, yeah. I was like,
the-
it's
the only thing
well, I
that
got to
would
go to
make
work
that
in the
phone call
morning.
happen.
He was out, moved out to Kentucky.
Middle of
or
an 8
somewhere,
ball.
right?
That's
I
the
don't-
only way I see that.
I don't know, but I told him, I was like, look, I got to work in the morning. I would love to talk to you, but you're going to have to call me back tomorrow. And I hung up. And that was the last time I talked to him.
Never heard it from him again. Yeah.
Oh,
And you know, Dean, the drummer for.
Dean,
He's
in town.
he's been in contact with us. He's back in Wilmington, you
Yeah.
know, and love to get him over here on
Yeah.
the podcast.
I
That
tell you
would
what
be
we
cool.
need to do. We need to go out and see Hoods Creek.
Yes,
We do. We need to get together and go out there and show Kevin some love.
They sound
man.
great, man.
Yeah,
They sound
everything
great,
I've
man.
heard from them sounds great.
Yeah,
I may
very, very
not
impressive.
have purchased a guitar player from the guitar player. What's his name?
I don't know.
Man, I just had this conversation with Randall Murphy, and I had to look it up, and I can't believe it was like yesterday. But yeah,
Welcome to getting older.
yeah, and again, I got a decade on you, so
Yeah, you don't look a day over 72. Man.
thank you, man. And you know, this is the second time. That's the second time 72 has come up. You know,
just
you know what?
messing
Fuck you. I don't like you. How's that? It wasn't just a feeling you had. Okay?
Yeah, that was the truth. I knew it.
It's
But
almost,
you know what? But you know what? Once you hooked up with Allison, I was like, all right, I guess he's okay because that's a cool chick. You know?
Yeah, she's all right.
we all ran the neighborhood together.
I DJ'd
Yeah,
your wedding reception.
wedding
thing.
reception. Yeah, at the VFW.
And you know, I did that, and I had that little rig. Well, that was my mother's around her 50th high school reunion time. And so I bought some Lawrence Welk, bought some stuff, and I went out and I played them some music, and I sat there at the table, and I kept hearing all these stories all the way around me, and I knew every one of them. I knew them with different people and different places, but
Right.
I knew those stories, every one of them. But it was same stories that I had from high school. It was kind of freaky, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool on the other, as well.
Everybody has different but same experiences.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
It seems that way. And you know what? My sister's 50 is this year. She wants me to go up to Appomattox with her, but you know, 2 years away, I'm from my 50th freaking high school reunion. Man.
Jeez, I don't even want to think about that.
Man. But I will go. I you know, I had fun in high school, and even though we moved to Virginia, yeah, there's not a week goes by I don't talk to somebody from there or Facebook, and you know, Facebook can be such a downer, man. But whenever you have that set of friends that are from a distant place and you can keep up with them, or the
definitely.
music
That's
stuff,
cool.
you know, it has its cool stuff. The algorithms, of course, ruins it because they keep throwing things at you that's going to piss you off.
They want to stir shit up.
And no matter how many times you click the not interested button,
Right.
some more shit comes up. You know, but I do like keeping in touch, you know,
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah.
And
I feel bad
cool.
for like in my friends in China. I have to stay in touch with them through an app called WeChat, because they can't have Facebook over there. They can't have YouTube.
I
They can't
thought
have
you were going to
Google,
say
you know.
WhatsApp.
No, they can't have WhatsApp either.
Oh, really?
Cannot. WhatsApp, but what's weird is WhatsApp is more prominent in like Europe. You know, so that was the way I communicated a lot with the Polish guys. You know,
When
And here with me when you were
And-
over there.
and-
Actually,
with you,
when I first joined it, it was because of South Korea, the guys, and that place. And I thought that it was actually Chinese.
no, it's banned in China.
Well, then
It is.
That's odd.
Yeah, it's like I said, WeChat's really the king. You
Isn't
know,
WhatsApp owned by Zuck too? It's a
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I think it is now. I think it is.
WeChat.
It's now Meta.
WeChat.
Meta's the big umbrella.
But WeChat's a weird kind of social platform because not only can you put your posts and your pictures up there and talk to people, but it's also there's a pay system in there as well that and that's kind of currency king over there is using your phone to
Do you
pay.
have to be inside China to use WeChat?
No, I still use it now to talk to my friends over there. You know, so
But Chinese people can only use WeChat.
pretty much.
That's interesting.
Pretty much. And it was really kind of odd because one of my friends came to America, bought a cell phone, and tried to install WeChat or tried to install Facebook on it, and it wouldn't let him. Would not let him, man. It was, very strange. Right, Dwayne?
Yes. Extremely strange. Dwayne.
You have to tell the story.
Okay, so my friend Kate, she owns a bar in Taiwan, and I have two other really dear friends, Steve Howart and Doobie Pender, and they work for the GE Tiger team, and so they got me over into Asia. First it was South Korea, and then I went back to Taiwan, and then again to South Korea. But they all went to a bar, and actually everybody that went over there to a company, AIDC, who does work for General Electric, they would all go to this bar, and it was called Shamrock, and the girl Kate owned it. Well, the very first time I met her, she had these two bartender, waitresses, whatever you want to call it, two little short Taiwanese girls that had jet blonde hair. I mean, it was just as blonde as it could be in these short shorts. And I'm standing there, and I got introduced to Kate, and Steve and Doobie are standing there, and both of them came up from both sides. And one of them says, well, what's your name? And the other one says, what's your name? And I looked at one of them, and I said, Dwayne. And I looked at the other one, and I said, Dwayne. And then they were like, "Oh, Dwayne. Oh, Dwayne." And that's what they called me from then on. Dwayne. Yeah, I would go in there after Steve and Doobie had gone. I stayed 2 weeks, and they were, "Oh, Dwayne." And it was kind of cool. I kind of liked it. You know,
Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it. It does.
It does.
Dwayne.
So next time you're on the podcast, we're going to introduce you as that, ladies and gentlemen, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Kind of like What's Happening. Remember Dwayne Wayne?
Yeah, Dwayne Wayne. Oh yeah, David Smith, Donald's
Yes.
son, calls me. That's what he calls me, Dwayne Wayne. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. I'm at a loss, man. I was something else I was going to talk about here, and oh yeah. So we were talking about the AI stuff, and I had this conversation at work. So I've got 30 years with Corning now, and everybody's getting a little on edge because this is so reminiscent of the .com bubble, right? Stocks through the fucking roof. We're expanding like crazy. We're building new facilities. We're hiring people out the yin yang. I've been asked to go through and kind of consolidate all these cubes up in, where I work at, to allow for more people to come in.
Wait. Are you saying that the economy is booming? Against everything that you hear?
What?
Oh yeah, keep going.
This is not CBS News, by the way. This is reality. It's a little spooky because this happened right at 99, 2000 time frame, man. Where we were laying fiber everywhere and .com was going through the roof, and then the bottom fell out, and it fell out fucking hard, man.
Yep.
And
That's when
I literally
Allison was laid off.
Yeah, I watched hundreds of people leave, Corning. They had to, And so the question came up, to me this past week, it's like, well, Russell, what are you going to do? And if the bottom falls out, and I was like, well, I'll be one of the first ones to get offered early retirement. I was like, I can promise you that. And they're like, no, there's no way, man. They're not going to do that to you. And I'm like, they will.
Yeah.
You got to remember, guys, I'm just a number.
Mm-hmm.
My technical skill set don't mean jack shit when it comes to that.
Yep.
I'm a number, and they're going to say these higher paid, people got to go. So
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I don't want to see it happen, but don't give me a reason. I'm out. I'm gone.
Well, during the reaction time experiment, some people call it COVID. I had 3 offers, to leave General Electric, to go ahead and retire. Yeah. And I contemplated it really hard that last time. And then within 6 months, I'm chief manufacturing engineer, so yeah, it doesn't, it's a number. It is. But, I will tell you right now, GE Vernova, is, so GE split up, right?
Yep.
To 3 companies, medical, power, and aviation, and for years, which is aerospace. For years, aerospace, the last decade and a half, has been holding up GE, but we split up. But now, freaking GE Vernova, which is power,
and why is this?
They've gone. Well, why were they holding them up?
Well, no, I know the answer already. Why is GE Vernova such
Vernova
a hot shit
went
right
from less than like $300 a share 4 years ago. Now they're like $11.50.
Wow.
And it's they're powering all these
AI.
AI. Well, they have the contract. They've built a mini reactor. So yeah, I think we talked about this last time. Sarah Connor is all mad with us. We're going to give them we're going to give them an infinite power supply now. Yeah, that'll run on its own. Yeah,
and Skynet is already in place.
Yeah,
but is it a bubble? Is it going to burst?
I don't think so. Because
I don't either, because what I think, not only is the AI portion of this such a big deal, but the data harvesting that these centers are doing is really, man, that's never ending,
I tell you what, all of my emails, I look like a genius anymore.
Well, I don't think it's going to be a bubble like the .com bubble.
No,
like back in there weren't really a lot of fundamentals.
Right.
Well, there were no
underneath.
People didn't understand, and there were no tangibles.
There were no tangibles. That's exactly right.
This has
value.
Behind
it has value.
Now, that being said, markets don't defy what they've done before, and it's not going to keep going up. It's gonna crash, but markets always do that.
They're
Historically, they
cyclic, man.
correct. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
They're cyclic.
Yeah.
You and I have talked about this a million times, even on the podcast about just crypto.
But
Crypto has a cycle,
Right.
and
But I will say that the .com, there was a lot of non-value added out there that
Sure.
made a lot of money. But most of the AI stuff that I've seen is value added. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say.
And
Well, I
the
mean,
the .com era, people just weren't ready for.
they didn't understand it.
They didn't understand what. But now the things that didn't survive the .com era, people are doing the exact same thing. They're buying dog food online. They're buying every damn thing
Amazon.
online.
Amazon's
Yeah,
a prime
yeah.
example. Amazon did survive the .com, and they
Yeah.
are one of the world's largest companies, if not the largest company out
Yeah.
there in the
Well,
world.
Here's what I don't understand. I don't understand why, like Wilmington Box or any corrugated box supplier. I don't understand why that stock. I mean, where is
Yeah,
that
how does that
stock?
not-
And because I tell you what, once again the reaction experiment happened. Boxes were. We were buying
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
off the line, and I would
Yep.
think that packaging somehow there should have been a.
I mean,
Corning blew sky high during all this because we were making all of these vials for the vaccines and the blood tests, and
And you were supplying
swabs and
you were supplying the fiber for all of these Zooms and
Exactly,
everything that
exactly.
happened. Cisco did real well. Cisco did real well.
God, I'm not going to get into that, but we'll talk about that one later.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and I understood the need for the bandwidth, because the Zoom calls from home, and even today, I mean, it's that whole environment changed, but it didn't change. There's still a lot of work from home, that people do. When I do work from home, I do it mainly because I can get shit done. One of my biggest problems is sitting at my desk at work is that too many people stop by and they're asking me questions and distracting me from shit that I really need to be doing. Either it's bullshit or, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing, or they're asking me questions about some other project that I'm like, that's like number 5 on my list and I'm working on number 1 here because I got to get this shit done, So working from home is a way for me to actually complete my priorities and get them done. Right now my next trip to China is coming up in October, and I've got shit I got to get done, man. I got to get ready for this. We've got to be boots on the ground and have shit in order, because I've only got 90 days.
90 days.
So that's my number 1 priority right now, and when people come by and they're talking to me about some expansion, I'm like, I appreciate it, but that's not what I need to be doing right now, man.
I need you to come to my house, actually. I got
problem.
one of those dual monitors that doesn't have a hub. You just go into one and then chain to the other. You familiar?
No,
Never mind. Don't come to my damn house.
it's fine.
he could still figure it
I
out.
know he could. I know he could. Believe me.
No, this one behind me has got a really nice G-force in it, so it's got 2 outputs that feed each monitor.
Okay.
So
What you
what
got there,
What the hell are
Fitz?
you getting ready to do?
What you got there, bud?
Nothing.
Come
Dude,
on,
what-
man.
how many
No,
times have I
no.
told you don't watch porn while we're live, dude?
I mean,
I mean, I can't help it. Porn, midget porn,
Oh, God.
just draws
Midget
me.
porn.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, little
Love-
person.
Thank you.
porn.
how could you say that shit, man?
That was just terrible. I'm such a bad person.
You are. You are.
I'm going to hell.
You were Dwayne. You were talking
No.
earlier about
Nah.
you were talking earlier about my Johnsons.
Plural?
So
no wonder.
You notice
It's the only way that it works with the slit going the other way.
the washboard. You'll notice underneath the that
You've got
Johnson.
an extension.
Yeah, on the one on the right.
I didn't know you had an extension for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
Johnson.
How
You got an
how
extension
ra-
on your Johnson?
but how rare is that?
Look. Oh, it's very rare. I've
Yeah.
never seen one.
Wow, that is a nice
I've never
extension.
seen one. Yeah. So you've got the two combos and then the
Make one
extension.
for a midget.
Yep.
Yeah.
So and it's weird. So I had my original one, and then I bought that road case from you, the white road case.
I remember that.
Then at Beasley called me one day. He goes, "Hey man, this guy on I think it was Facebook Marketplace has got a Johnson, but he's got the 212 extension." And I'm like, "Oh!" So I went over there to get that. The amp itself needs some diodes in it. There's a couple of diodes that are blown out that need to.
I may know a guy.
Okay, all right.
I may know a guy. I found a guy that's up near Sanford that runs a like a studio, but it's been doing a lot of amp stuff. I recently bought a block 5150, and he's got it right now. It's in Q. He's actually a guitar player as well. He plays for Fiction Parade. I don't know if you've heard them. They're a local band. Well, one of the guys, Rick Heimbach, is from here, and I would suggest to anybody that you check them out. Fiction Parade. They're pretty damn good. Yeah.
To me, I'll be honest with you. In all the years that I've been playing, I agree with you. The Johnson Millennium Series, hands down, one of the best sounding, easiest to use amps that you can buy. I'm amazed they haven't shot up in price, on eBay. Yeah. Because they were groundbreaking for their time.
Yeah,
and
they were one of the first modeling amps that came out, and and I can remember Stewart, from Fat Sound Stewart going out, and then I went and saw him, a few months later. He said, "Dude."
Well, you and I went up there to look at the demo. Yeah. They did a big rollout demo for him, and that's what made me buy one.
Like I said, I went back a couple of months later, and he said, "Man, that Johnson's the real deal." And he's like, "Yeah, we're going to have a thing." And then we rolled up. Yep.
I know
Stewart,
one thing.
Man, I'll tell you what.
That's a heavy son of a bitch.
Oh fuck, they are, dude.
They are.
Especially in that road case.
And I had just a head going through a 412. Yeah.
But again, that's we talked about this. That's where all the modeling technology has been reduced. Down to basically a floorboard and in ears.
Should have been.
I've got a backpack for that Headrush Prime. And I throw it on my back and I grab a guitar and my in-ears and I'm done.
My favorite thing about that Johnson playing, and I still, because I got so used to it, mess up on my foot pedals, is that whenever you hit your channel that was on your foot pedal, like that would be your boost for your lead. Mm-hmm. You had to just hit that button again, and it went back to where it was. Yep. That was the most coolest thing. And I and there's ways to program newer pedals for that. But to be honest with you, man, I get intimidated. I had an FX for forever, and I was running like 3 sounds out of it because it intimidated me so bad.
I remember we were jamming in Sergeant Rock, and we'd always come up with these different song ideas. And then Dwayne's like, "Man, we need Russell. Can you dial in like Boulevard of Broken Dreams? That that rotary sound. Wah, 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 wah." Dude, it took me like 5 minutes, and I had it nailed on that Johnson. I just knew I knew how to get to everything on it.
Takes an IT now to get nailed on your Johnson.
Well, they've actually made it. It's weird the way that the Johnson works is based on chains.
Now it's just funny,
The way your Johnson works.
The guy
I think after 56 years, I know how my Johnson works.
The guy I'm talking about up in Sanford,
do you really?
John, the guy I'm talking about up in Sanford, John. I bought a Quad Cortex. It's been over 2 years ago now. I never even opened it. I gave it to Rick.
You told me that.
And the guys, those guys have programmed it for me. They've even bought their own and then just copied them over, and I think hopefully next weekend I'm going to take a bunch of my amps up there and a bunch of my guitars up there, and we're going to settle into where I'll have it. But you know what? I mean, I ain't playing out anymore.
So what's the deal with your band? Are you guys done? Or?
We're still talking about, that we're not done, but I wrote them an in-depth text the other day saying that, it felt like we were done. I told him that, when my first marriage ended, that one of my biggest regrets was that the last time we did it, I didn't realize it was the last time. And I think that's what's happened with us. I think that we've played a gig that we didn't plan on it being our last gig, but I believe that maybe it is. And that's sad. And that's sad, but I still would have liked to have, the same on both cases, would like to know it was the last time so I could pull out all the stops,
Right.
trapeze, just trapeze and,
Oh,
the
shit.
whole
Right,
thing, you
yeah.
know.
Well, I got inspired. I came out here, week before last, watching. It was actually this band. They're like a college age band, but they're all into this classic music, and they did a hell of a version of "Baby Come Back" by Player. And I was like, motherfucker, man, dude, how's he getting that damn, that's got that wah wah sound. Yeah, yeah. And I came out here and I dialed it into my head rush because I'm like, man, that's, I want to learn that, and do I have a harmonizer that can double that? I do, I do.
It's
Which is
all
kind
at
of,
your fingertip.
it's starting to inspire me to get back into doing this.
You
again,
know what? Yeah, you use it as a tool.
Yeah.
Use it as a tool and not a crutch. It can damn sure inspire. That's for sure.
And I'm the kind of guy that's really, for lack of a better term, I'm really anal when it comes to that dialing it in. It's spitting the image of what I'm hearing, from the original recording.
Yep.
I want it to be that way,
Well, and every time I get into a big pedal board or into that, and I get really, into it, and I'm like, everything's cool. The next thing you know, I just plug straight into the amp, and then I'm like, well, why did I ever leave this? All I really need is a wah.
But the problem is, and again, it's the same thing. As much as I love a Marshall, and I played through Marshalls for fucking ever and a day.
For a while, yeah.
But they're a one-trick pony. I'm sorry. They are a one-trick pony.
But they do that one trick.
They
really,
do that one
really
trick
well.
incredibly well. They
Well,
do.
it depends on which Marshall you have. I went away from Marshalls a long time ago. I'm a Bogner guy for sure, and that was all because I was chasing freaking Jerry Cantrell's tone. Because to me, there's no
Yeah,
to
that
this
was a good
day,
one.
there's
Friedman.
no better tone than that. Well, so I went to Bogner, and I do have a couple Friedmans now.
Which to me, actually, Jerry Cantrell has
Friedman.
the heaviest guitar sound in the world. If you put on the tune "Damn That River" and just crank it up the very beginning, that's fucking crushing,
I
man.
like again.
Again's good.
And you listen again in headphones. Again and again. You hear it. It'll get you.
That is a
What
good
the
one.
hell have I?
Nutshell.
There's some
There's a
"Do It Again."
Sam.
They wrote some great songs. We talked about this on a previous podcast. You were talking about Lane Stanley with his Staley. Oh God, what was the River of Deceit? His solo band.
Yeah.
And how good it was.
Mad Season.
Mad Season.
Mad
Thank you.
Season.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was Christian who was saying how much he liked that band.
Oh, okay.
Thought it was you.
It was not.
Okay.
Christian.
Yeah, it was Christian.
But even that what they call grunge. I when they first started calling that grunge, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? This is rock and roll. When Nirvana came out, when it Smells Like Teen Spirit, I thought that was just a rock and roll song. I didn't get it. But I will say this: so that Seattle scene to me. One of the bands that I think really gets overlooked, and I know it's because they had a shitty.
I know what you're going to say.
I know they had a shitty second album. That Lucy sucked, but Candlebox
Yes.
was
I
a
knew he was gonna say
freaking awesome band, and they never
were.
get mentioned in the conversation.
Nope, they don't. And it's funny because they're back together. They're back on
Yeah,
tour.
sort of. Yep.
They during the COVID, the stay at home, isolation period,
was
they did a video collaboration of Loverboy "Turn Me Loose,"
Oh wow.
and dude, fucking
I bet it
nailed
was.
it, man.
I bet it was.
Fucking nailed it, man.
You mean the reaction experiment?
No, the pandemic. What? Huh? Did I say that? Are we allowed to say that many syllables at one time? I'm not sure.
Fauci ouchie.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I did. I tell you, I was able to come across plant manager in our Cleveland plant. She came up. She came up through the shop, but I got to meet her and just this chick, and I don't mean any disparage, of the female race or anything like that, but she's just so cool. And we were talking in her office, and we were talking about, her low-hanging fruit and stuff that I could do for her to help her and all. And then she's talked about the Fauci ouchie and how she refused to get it. And they threatened to fire, and she just told them point blank, fire me. And of course they didn't. But because I gave in. All right, I gave in. Because,
I had to.
Well, that's the kind of the way it was put to me too. Had to, but but
And to me,
but we don't want any kings.
I'm fortunate.
I'm pure blood.
You didn't do it.
No.
Good for you.
I'm very fortunate because
You didn't work for General Electric or Corning.
I had the J&J.
No.
I did not have anything mRNA related.
Did you say you had a JJ?
I had a JJ.
Yep.
JJ
Is that what he
bitches.
said?
What he said.
I had the J.
Came back from China with a vagina.
With a vajayjay.
Sideways
Which
vajayjay.
I was gonna say,
cheaper.
and what was the orientation? It
It's
said
cheaper over there. Okay, you guys don't understand.
had a
cheaper?
vagina
It's
installed
cheaper
in China.
to make that change.
I thought you were going over there for work.
it was the
No, it
change.
was that kind of
It
work.
was the
I
change.
had different kinds of work.
Yeah.
You know.
Lady boy.
Yeah.
I like your maiden stuff up here.
That's fixed.
Yeah, cool. You gonna go see them when they come around?
I'm not. It's too expensive.
Going up to northern
I can't
Virginia.
I can't pay that
See
for
them in
those
Bristow.
tickets.
They
we
they
talked
were-
about this.
Look,
I'm not
get in the fan club.
okay.
Pay the price for the fan club next, because 2 years they're going to do it again.
I don't know.
Get
you
in
really
the-
think they will?
Yeah. I didn't think they would this time. But if you get in the fan club and you get the pre-sales, they're not that. They are the guys that have figured it out. But I will tell you this: if you buy pre-sale tickets, you've got to be there. You can't send somebody. You can't sell those tickets. You have to be there with the card that you bought them with, and your
Oh
ID.
wow, really?
Oh yeah, because they say
Good.
freak the
So they said,
scalpers.
I wouldn't buy
Ticketmaster.
tickets to Iron Maiden if I didn't mean to go. You know what I'm saying?
No, I heard that shit. Now I had to give them up when I was supposed to see them in Book of Souls in Fort Lauderdale, and my best friend, when we first moved to Virginia for those first 4 years, a guy named Billy Martin, who has changed his last name to Chenault for respect for his stepfather. I was going to go to Fort Lauderdale. He lives in Fort Lauderdale. We were going to hang out, but that was when Dad ended up in hospice.
Wow.
So I hated missing that concert, not so much because I missed Maiden on that leg of that concert, but because Dad was
Right.
was bad off. But they added shows, and I was able to still go see that tour in the
good.
pit right there at him. And I'll tell you, an Iron Maiden pit is a lot different than like a Slayer pit.
Right. Oh, well, yeah. Of course. Not trying to kill each other.
Nah, man, we were all there.
Just
Hey, man.
enjoying the music.
Yeah. Well, we're all old dudes.
Yeah,
65, 66.
Well, so are Iron Maiden. I mean,
That's what-
Slayer, a lot of Slayer.
Yeah, now anymore.
Man.
But we realize we said that 3 times and haven't gone Slayer, because I didn't think that you were allowed to say it unless you went Slayer.
You seen that meme where it shows like Slayer fans and 20 or these Slayer fans, and they're dressed in their leather with spikes and have their faces painted, and then it goes, and here's the singer for Slayer, and it's he's standing there in a SpongeBob SquarePants t-shirt and got a big grin on his face. Tom Araya.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'd have to. Yeah. Funny.
I was thinking about the funk version of Rain and Blood
Rain
that
and Blood,
we
yeah.
played the other day as our intro.
Do you mean the AI version?
The AI fake funk version of Raining
Dwayne,
Blood, which is
Dwayne
actually
loves
pretty
AI
good.
music. In case you guys didn't know, was
No,
aware.
it's some bullshit.
I mean, it is bullshit, but
It is unadulterated bullshit. I hope that camera's looking at me because I'm trying to make a point.
It's actually
It's like I told you, it's worse than what they did with rap when they started just sampling shit and there wasn't real musicians. I'm sorry, I feel that way. I wish I did.
You're fine,
But
man.
then on the other hand, real musicians don't have a damn outlet anymore to or.
But how many years have we been subjected to fake music? But long before fucking AI. Let's be honest, man.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
Manufactured. These are basically these were factory
sample
cookie cutters. That were.
The hip hop culture really started, as far as I'm concerned. I will.
Girl, you know it's true.
You know it.
Dude.
Remember when that
many
used
of
to
these?
be? Remember when that used to be the saying around? Well, You know it.
You know it.
You know it.
You know it, baby.
He's
that was
such,
cuz.
he's such a
you
victim.
know it, baby.
He's such a victim. You
Yeah,
know
oh,
it. Yeah.
God. You.
But I'm talking about, these top 10, Billboard 100 artists that, dude, they didn't know their ass from a hole in the ground when it came to goddamn music, man. But they were manufactured.
And
They
then-
had people write songs for them. They had auto tune,
And then the freaking auto tune took over,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you didn't even have to be able to sing. And I saw Rick Beato talk about that the other day when he was talking about somebody thought that it was a good decision to go back to some early Queen albums and freaking run auto tune on freaking Freddie Mercury's voice. Now, what kind of bullshit is that?
See, that is if you
That
ever
is ridiculous.
and you can go to YouTube and actually pull up raw versions, isolated tracks of Freddie Mercury, from the original demos, and it's amazing. That man's voice was a gift. It was a gift.
He was scared to fix his teeth over it.
Absolutely. Brad Delp, the original isolated vocal for More Than a Feeling.
Hardly
Holy
gets anywhere
shit,
near the credit he deserves.
No, my
That
God,
was
man.
so let me ask you something. When heavy metal screams at the beginning of a song, what do you have any opinions on what would be your favorite one?
Oh, shit, man. I would have to say Slayer, Tom Araya has got that down. He does it in so many songs.
I'm
Or
gonna go with Jeff
Rob
Tate,
Halford.
Queen of the Right.
Queen of the Right. That
Yeah,
that would be
yeah.
that would be mine. There's Now Rob Halford could belt one out every now and then.
Sebastian Bach, I Remember You.
Yeah.
I
We
forgot
were
all
talking about
him.
screams.
Yeah,
I thought we were talking about
Bach.
screams, not.
Right.
Well,
You don't
yeah,
remember
I mean-
the end of I Remember You?
Well, but he was singing and hitting a high note just in the song. That
They're
wasn't
talking
really-
about the
He
very
was
beginning
screaming.
Of the song.
I am talking
Oh,
about.
you know
the
about the,
very
I'm sorry.
beginning.
Okay, my bad.
No, they're
my
talking
bad.
about the very beginning
intro.
of the song.
Holy crap, man. CJ Snare in Firehouse. There's a song I'm thinking about.
I'm remembering all the death metal music where
You're
they just
headed for
fucking
the spotlight.
yeah.
I know
Oh,
you
fucking!
can
Speaking
go
of which,
far.
that just made me think about Phil Anselmo on.
Oh,
God, what is the name
Fuck
of
that
song,
motherfucker, man.
Man,
Fuck Phil
come on.
Osama.
Hey, easy,
Oh,
buddy.
fuck
easy,
him, man.
Easy.
Come on.
Take it easy.
All right,
big
well
guy.
then look. How you gonna have both of those brothers say that you ain't never gonna be in that band with me again, ever, and both of them pass, and he goes out and using that name? Fuck that motherfucker, man.
Well, he's been very reverent about it. I
He,
hear
oh,
ya.
I saw him. And,
And-
without Zach Wild,
But now don't. So is it fuck Rex Brown too? Because Rex Brown
Rex
is a
Brown
bad
is the
motherfucker.
cause. He's the cause because he's the only surviving member, and he's the one that let it happen. I can't help but that he was the one that still had the name, but I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me. Why didn't they say
Yeah.
Phil Osama's, Pantera or
well,
something?
because-
Because both of them brothers died hating that son of a gun.
Overnight Sensation. That's the song I'm thinking about.
I don't think they hated him, but there was definitely some.
Vinny blamed him for Daryl's death. So
And that to me is complete bullshit.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, it was a deranged. He ain't the one that pulled it.
Nathan Gale was the one that shot fucking Daryl. Okay?
Dimebag, yeah.
A psychotic fucking guy that was pissed off because Pantera broke up, yada yada yada. It had nothing.
I hear what
I'm
y'all
sorry.
saying,
I'm
and if
sorry.
you're Phil fans, sorry.
I'm not a Phil
I'm not.
fan.
I'm not. I'm not
but
a Phil
I
fan,
just
but
don't
I think
that it was right for him to go out under the Pantera name.
I got
he
that.
he gets a lot more flack than I think he deserves. I really do.
I just like everybody who was in the band. I enjoyed listening.
Yeah.
to
They were a great
Pantera.
bunch of guys, man. I did monitors for them, man. They were a great bunch of guys,
I'm
man.
gonna tell you what, Hell Yeah was a pretty damn good band too.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this somebody we all know and we spoke about the last time. I'm not going to bring up the name because I don't want to twice that you were here that we brought up his name about something. But
Skitty bop bop bop.
no,
All night and day.
no. But he didn't like the idea of it just because he didn't like the musicians that were playing with him. He didn't like
Oh.
Charlie Benante.
Well, I don't know.
He
How
thought
could you
Charlie
not
Benante-
like
I
Charlie
don't-
Benante?
I don't
is
know
a
about that, but I
badass
can
fucking
tell you
drummer.
right
Because
now.
he never liked Anthrax, and
I
so he just he
That's
had
just-
that
that's
one.
personal.
I'm
personal
not
thing.
an Anthrax guy, but I will say that Zach Wilde carried the day.
Oh yeah,
He
Zach and
carried
Charlie
the day.
fucking nailed it, dude.
He carried the day.
But I got to be honest, man. I saw Zach Wilde play with the Generation Axe tour. You know, it was Nuno and Tosin Abasi and
Yngwie?
Yngwie, Steve Vai, and the two guitar players that really I didn't care for were Zach and Yngwie.
well,
I just didn't like it.
I saw Yngwie and he rocked my world, and he was an arrogant son of a bitch.
Well, here's the
back then
problem,
at
man,
the
dude.
time.
This was recent. Well, I
And
won't
I
say
didn't
recently.
care
but-
for him, but he made a believer out of me.
Oh, he's a badass guitar player. But any guy who gets on stage and plays more notes than the first three guitar players in the first 5 minutes he's playing, I'm like, yeah, no.
No,
I'm
I
gonna go
get
smoke
it.
a cigarette.
That's what he
I get
does.
it.
That's what he does.
It
He's
is
a
what he
shredder.
does, but for Pantera, he fit like a glove.
Oh
he-
no, we're talking about Yngwie, right?
Yeah, you're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Yngwie,
yeah.
But
Well,
Zach fit like a
did
glove.
Pantera like a glove.
Yeah.
It
perfect.
It was hard for me to stay mad, but I was.
Yeah.
But so the internet says Cowboys from Hell intro. Is there a big scream there? I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then Slayer's Angel of Death.
Okay.
Number of the Beast.
There's no big scream at the beginning of Cowboys from
Slipknot.
Hell.
It says with a girlful scream.
Nah, that's what I was
Bruce
like. I was
Dickinson's
kind of
legacy.
thinking that myself, man.
I don't know. And Slipknot's People. You familiar with those tunes? That's what AI says popped up on there, but to me,
We'll play it. We'll
Queen
play it
of
off
the Rock.
camera. Matter of fact, I think we're.
There's no big scream at the beginning of Cowboys from Hell. That's
Okay.
weird. On the Great Southern Trendkill, there is a
Yeah.
song that it just fucking all of a sudden is.
We'll put up some samples here. You know, when I edit this,
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll put a pause in the videos and you know. But in the meantime, guys, we're gonna call it a night here. Because God knows I got to use the bathroom.
And come on, Hurricanes,
Hey,
get
me
your
too.
shit together, boys.
But go pin out.
I know you will.
You guys have a safe weekend and happy Memorial Day. Is that correct?
right on.
Right
It
on.
is
Yeah,
Memorial
yeah,
Day. Yeah,
yeah.
Big Canes win tomorrow night. Come on.
We'll talk to you guys next time, man.
it was fun.
Like and subscribe. All right, Dwayne, while you got your headphones on, I'm going to keep them on.